Evil twin. Good.
All right, Shalom Akim.
Wow.
First and foremost, we're going to start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to the open and faithful elect across the four corners, living and preaching the truth to the best of their ability and sincerity. Again, Shalom. All right, and as you can see from the title of the video, it's the evil twin exposed, man. All right, who is that talking about? Esau, Edom, the son of perdition, the man of sin, man, who we always going into, the so-called white man. All right. But as usual, we're gonna start off with the centerpiece of prophecy, man, because this has to be brought up if you're talking about Esau, man. If you're talking about this beast system, you gotta talk about the beast.
I'm gonna get that one and the Apocrypha too.
All right, this Revelation 13, and I'll go straight to the point. And it says in 16, and it says, and he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, receive that charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. Okay. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. His wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 6. So that's 666, man. All right, so that's a global system that's about to be put in play, but the angle we're coming at from is that this is no new thing on the earth, man. You can look up constant times in the scriptures where Esau had tried to fulfill this agenda, fulfill this new world order, man. And you Israelites were not included in it.
I got a little quick one right quick. Jeremiah 25:37, it says, and the peaceable habitations are cut down because of the fierce anger of Yahweh.
Who's peaceable habitation, man? The Israelites, right? The whole reason Esau is even able to come up against you to enforce this system on you is because you upset the Lord, man.
Yeah, they think they're in peace.
Yeah, you think you're in a peace.
They just complacent and it's all over the place.
You think you're in a peaceful situation. You shall think yourself to be in good case, man. That's talking about our people. All right, but the same thing gonna happen over again. You're gonna find yourself in 70 AD again. You're gonna find yourself under the attack from Antiochus Epiphanes again, man.
Which is, matter of fact, let me get the one and you could get the one. Did you finish in Revelation?
Yeah, I finished in Revelation.
Okay, you could get the one in Daniel's.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm about to get the one in
First Maccabees, verse 41, chapter 1.
All right, you go ahead. Let's go.
This Daniel's 8:25. All right, so this is that same man. Historically, it's talking about Antiochus, but as a whole, it's talking about Esau, man. All right, it's Daniel's 8:25, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. All right, so that Revelation 13 is that policy that he wants to enforce, man. Okay, it says that he shall magnify himself in his heart, right, in his mind, right. There's no thing that is hidden from this man. You think he's got it, man? Because he been ruling for 500 years. You can't tell him anything. And it says, and by peace shall destroy many. Okay, that same peaceful words he's gonna come with when he come with that charagma, man. So we all could be one people. We're all gonna have one form of currency, one religion. That's the new world order. Okay, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. But that's where it's all leading, man. The nation of Israel going to get the advantage again, going to win again.
Yeah, real quick. First Maccabees 1 and 30. You can break it down. Just write what you said. It says, and spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. But when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel.
Right, so that's the same situation you about to find yourself in today. When you accept this, really, you really in it already, man. Because you accepted this juice. He done already got the upper hand on you, man.
Yeah.
Right, because you giving them that credence, that credibility, man. Oh, I trust him. Right, but he's coming down with that great wrath once again.
Yeah, that was it.
Nice.
But see, like I say, history, like the brother say, history always repeats. So give me go to the one, Ecclesiastes 1 and what it is, 7, 1 and 6.
Right, Ecclesiastes 1 and 7. All right. Oh, that which. All right. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9.
Yeah,
It says, "The thing that has been, it is that which shall be."
no, the thing that have been, which is what the brother was reading, what we just got to read in First Maccabees, dealing with the Greeks up under the Hellenization period, Antiochus Epiphanes, and all that type of shit like that. This damn devil never held up his end of the deal, man, from day one. Even when you go back to the garden, when you go in Genesis, what did he tell? What he told Eve? He told Eve, he say, he basically tricked her, and through Adam, through Eve, caused Adam to fall, man. And he made it sound so good, painted this beautiful picture to the point she fell for it, to the point she was able to make Adam fall for it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. So this is the same thing as this history always repeating itself, and that's why the Lord continuously put these sore strokes on us, man. Because the Lord, like, damn, how many captivities, how many punishments, how many rebellions, how many times I'm gonna have to do this to y'all before y'all? Am I gonna have to just do away with the nation of Israel? And that's why the scripture says, "Why shall I stricken you more and more?" So the Lord already got the judgment set for the 2/3 to be destroyed and for the third to be saved, man. All right, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that has been, it is that which shall be.
That's right, man. And that's what's coming up. It's happened in the past, and it's gonna happen in these upcoming times. It's happening right now. You know, and when Esau shows his horns, we're really gonna see it, man. We're really gonna see that you was lied to, man. All right. That was it on that though.
A little bit more.
All right, go ahead. I got one after that.
And it says, "And that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun."
That's right. That's why the Lord say you can't make that which is crooked straight, and vice versa. That's the way it was set from the beginning. That's the way it's gonna always be. Period. All right. It's Genesis 27, and I'm gonna start at verse 41. You can break this one down. Right? It says, "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob."
All the way since the beginning, we've been seeing the same story replay in history, man. The scriptures say Esau has had a perpetual hatred, man. That means going into forever. That's why whatever you got a Edomite and a Jake, it just don't go right, man. If you're under the Romans, they're about to destroy you. They're about to destroy the temple, man. If you're under the Greeks, they trying to destroy you, man. Right? In the book of Numbers, they wouldn't even let you cross through certain parts of the wilderness, man.
What was it? Well, the last part is basically 42. It says, "And these words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah," right? Which means she knew that it was set on his mind to kill Jacob, you know. So Rebekah let Jacob know, like, "Look, baby, you know how they would always do." So Jacob always had and was supposed to have in the back of their mind that this man wants to kill me. This man is my enemy, you know. But anyway, it says, "And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee." You know, and that's what the thing is. That's still his agenda. When you go to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, it's all to do what? That the nation of Israel may be remembered no more. You know what I'm saying? It's all about destroying the nation of Israel and getting the top spot. All about their blessing, man. They want those blessings. They want their promise. You know? But what does the soul loser do all the time? He gets mad because of some shit that he broke. You know? You gave it up. You gave it up over a morsel of meat, man. Go ahead.
It's First Maccabees 1, hop down to verse 41. It says, "Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his kingdom, to his whole kingdom, that all should be one people, and everyone shall leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath." All right, but all this was just a setup, man. All this was just a bait to destroy you, man.
But that's what y'all are doing now. I mean, y'all are consenting into his religion and sacrificing it to his idols. You know, everything ain't about going to church on Sunday, man. You got to think in a broader sense. Y'all are consenting into his lies, man. Okay, y'all are consenting into this juice. Y'all are consenting into this deception. That's why y'all don't know who y'all are. It's 2021. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans still don't know who you are according to the Bible. You still don't know the Lord's name according to the Bible. You still don't know who the enemy is according to the Bible. Just the basic principles of being a nation. You don't have those things. 2021. But when it comes to the so-called white man or any other nation, you got all the answers for their people and their problems. You can't fix your own.
Fix your own goddamn problem.
You know? Esau like it that way. As long as you trying to help him fix his problem and not your own, he don't have no problem with you. Right? Until he don't have no more uses for your ass, man. All right, go ahead.
This verse 44, it says, "For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem in the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land." Right, the same thing happening right now, man. Who are those messengers that they're using? These other Israelites, right? You got these Edomite scientists and shit like that, right? These Bill Gates figures. I don't even want to say the other one name start with an F. All right, that nigga. All right, these are all people being sent, messages being sent to get you to go off, and Jake willingly doing it.
Right, I got one.
Yeah.
All right, this is Psalm chapter 80. Psalm chapter 38. You could break this down. I just right what you were saying, brother. It says, this is Psalms 38, verse 11. It says, "My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sword, and my kinsmen stand afar off. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me." Right?
Right,
talking about Esau, the one that laid the snares. That's what you just said, right?
And the kinsmen are seeking our life, man, because that's all what this is leading to. That's a part of the plan as well, man. To get 2/3 of you, they're gonna turn on us. You're gonna be the problem. You ain't got this juice in you. We gotta run you out of it, man.
There you go. I'm gonna read it again. My lovers, and it's speaking from a man of the Lord standpoint now, a perspective. It says, "My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sword, and my kinsmen stand afar off."
They stand afar off because they're following the ways of this man. They're giving credence to those peaceable words, man.
Right. Verse 11, it says, "My lovers and my Salaki." Verse 12, it says, "They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things, and imagine deceits all the day long."
Right? Imagine deceits. Imagine ways to get you off your pivot, man. There's juice that's out right now. This is a great deceit. Right? He's using this to depopulate the earth, but he's sending it as a cure, so-called, man. Right? But it's all targeted towards you Israelites at the end of the day. This is all what it's about, man. He don't give a fuck about the heathens. We don't give a fuck about the heathens, man.
Oh yeah, man. It's another one to bag up what you can say, like you say, trusting in the Lord. This Psalms 37 and 2. You got one?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, let me bring these two out right here. Psalms 37 and 2, it says, "But they shall soon." Well, I start at verse 1. It says, "Fret not," back my brother, "fret not thyself because of evildoers." And it's talking about to the elect, those that are signing crime, you know. And like I said earlier when I read that previous precept, it's when you read these scriptures, it's from a man of the Lord's perspective. This is not from a wicked nigga's perspective. This is not from a heathen's perspective. This is from your perspective, Jacob. This is from our perspective. Okay? So when you read these things, you submerge yourself into the verse, into that particular prophet. You know, because shit, that was us going through those things in past lives and shit at the end of the day. But anyway, it says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers." Those people that could be family members, kinsmen, that stand aloof, stand afar off, right? That turn away at our swords, that call us crazy, Think they better than us. Scoff at us, you know, even the enemies that's out here seeking to kill us, seeking to put this juice in us, so on and so forth, right? The scripture says, for those of you men that are sincere and faithful out here, it says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Like it may seem like they winning right now. It might seem like they didn't got one up on us and stuff like that right now. But guess what, man? That shit ain't gonna last so long. Just get this shit a little more time for that juice to kick in, and them effects kick in on their stupid ass. Okay. And they're gonna be envious of us, according to the Bible. They're gonna be envious of us. Abarat desire we of that number. Verse 2. It says, for they shall soon be cut down like grass and wither as the green herb. Cut down like grass and wither as the green herb, man. It says, trust in Yahweh and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. But one more. I gotta put this one. And it says, delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart, man. Come on, man.
You know what that's talking about, man. It's talking about that fucking revenge, man.
It's everything.
Yeah.
You got it.
Everything right there. God. It's Psalms 94:16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And the only one that can stand up for us is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because we ain't strong enough to deliver ourselves out of this situation, man. All right. Now it says, unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in. Right? Psalm 94:17, it says, unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. When I said, my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Lord, held me up. All right, so that's the same mindset we in today, man. We're going to have to completely rely on the Lord's mercy in the times we come in. It says, in the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul. All right. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? And who is that talking about, man? Esau Edom is the only one who's framing mischief through his laws, man. Through his policies, destroying many. All right. Of you Israelites. It says they gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. All right, you niggas are right along there helping them, like you said. Think King David's situation. Saul was after him, but Saul was partnering with Edomites. As a matter of fact, Saul was sent to kill all the chief house of Esau, and couldn't do it. All right, he was consenting unto the Edomites at that time, man.
Yeah, man. Okay. You got it?
No, you got it.
All right. It says, let's see. All right, this is Proverbs 22 and verse 23. It says, for Yahweh will be their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoil them. Make no friendship with an angry man. Who is that angry man?
Edom, man.
And with the furious man, thou shalt not go. Is that not the same thing the Lord told Adam in the garden? Right?
No friendship
with this tree. You know, of all these trees, dog can eat, but of this tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, is like, you know, eat not of that tree. Right? Symbolically speaking, of course. Right? That's the same thing the Lord telling us. I'm going to read it again. He said, make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul.
We're about to learn this man's ways because he's about to reveal his true colors, man. All right, so it's gonna be in our favor. All right, y'all gonna be envious of us when you start turning those horns on. Let's say it like that. Turn that frequency on your ass, huh? All right, because you made friendship with this furious and angry man. That same level of hatred that he had when he was Esau. He had that same shit in the garden.
And that friendship, that act of friendship they made, the ultimate act, which was the final act, is when they got that juice, man. You know, that was the final act of friendship when y'all injected yourselves with that damn juice, man. When you got that juice inside of you, You made your decision. I'm talking about those of you who willingly did it, man. You made your decision, right? Scripture says, make no friendship with an angry man. Esau was furious. We just read that in the book of Genesis, man. From the beginning. He wanted blood from the beginning. So it says, verse 26, it says, be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? Remove not the ancient landmark which thy father have set. And that's what we standing on, man. You know, they trying to establish some shit that, well, they're gonna be able to control certain things. I don't want to speak too much on it to get our video taken down and all that down, you know. Nah, man, we stand on that landmark, man. Spiritually speaking and literally speaking, though. You know? Because that's what they trying to do. Like the brother say, they're throwing all these different curveballs and different levels of deception, different levels of manipulation, different subliminal messages, different programming, you know, different fucking chemicals and poisons and shit in the air. You know what I'm saying? Different shit in your food, all type of things, all aimed to what? Destroying us as a nation, man. And to have total domination. That's what Esau seeked after, total domination. But Moab, in the back of his mind, Moab know that. Moab like, yeah, he might think he gonna get it. And guess what? Russia, same thing with Russia. They're all in their head. They're like, we're playing chess. But we know we gotta put our differences aside to make sure we keep these people at the bottom. Because if they get at the top, it's over with for all our ass. You know what I'm saying? All right.
That's an example. Get in right what you were saying. It's Esther 3:1, and it says, after these things, the king Ahasuerus, which basically was the father of what's his name, man? Father of Darius the Mede, father of Darius the Mede. And it says, promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. And Haman was an Edomite, man. And it says, and all the king's servants that were in the king's gate, bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. All right, so we would be Mordecai in this situation. Mordecai was the Israelite who didn't want to bow to the ways of the heathen, basically. Man. It says, the king's servant, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgresseth thou the king's commandment? What's the king's commandment in this modern day, man? Take that Jew so you can't come inside, man. All right. And now it came to pass when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand. For he had told them that he was a Jew. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then Haman was full of wrath. All right, so he's in that same mindset today, man. He's seeing that you ain't bowing a knee. That's what's going to drive him to the Chola, man. That's what's going to drive him to Revelation 12:12. You ain't been the knee to this image. You don't want to take this juice. So I just set on killing you, man. All right, and it says that he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai, man. All right, so that's another account right there to show you that hatred is perpetual, man.
I got right up. Ezekiel 7:24. Well, 4. And this how to show how the Lord spiritually used those eagles to bring about with Esau, to bring about that perpetual hate. Everything is synchronized. Everything happens for a reason. Don't let it just coincidentally happen or just unanimously just, oh, the Lord didn't see that coming. Oh, no, they caught the Lord off guard. Everything happened, great or small, is all synchronized from the beginning to the end to happen exactly as it is written. Point motherfucking blank. I don't care how crazy it sounds, how far-fetched it sounds, whether you believe it or reject it. It is what it is. It doesn't matter to us. At the end of the day, the scripture says if they believe, shall their disbelief,
shall their incredulity make the words of the Lord without effect?
Yeah.
Yahweh forbid.
So it says, what is this? Ezekiel 7:24. And the Lord did this ultimately. You had different heathens that came, but Esau is the one that's actively doing this now, man, to this day. He says, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen. Who's the worst of the heathen?
Esau, the worst motherfucker out here.
Ezekiel 7:24. Esau is the worst of the heathen. Okay? The Lord say, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses, and I also will make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. Destruction cometh, and they shall see peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet. But the law shall perish from the priests, and the counsel from the ancients. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way. Lord say, I. No. Even though he said he's going to use the worst, he's talking about the worst of the heathen, but he says, I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. And that's what's going on right now, man. Like I say, y'all people are just going around living your lives and stuff, you know, like it's like it's a forever thing. Like, let's get this over with. Let's fight this juice. Go ahead and take the juice, so we can just get back to normal. Like, you people mindset is just based on normal. It's just dead set on shit going back to normal, and we're here to let you know it's never going back to normal again. Okay? You're never gonna get that 2018 and back America again. That shit is dead. That shit is over with. Okay, 2019 was the beginning of the rest of y'all little existence until this place is out of here, man. Right. You got it, right? And like I say, this is all the Lord doing it. Even though, he's doing it through, you got all this confusion, like I just read, going on. But at the end of the day, the Lord is doing it through the hands of Esau. Because you, Israelites, you went off. The same shit y'all are doing right now is the reason y'all are in the fucking position that y'all in. Yeah.
It's Ecclesiastes 3:14, like what you just said. Right? It says, I know that whatsoever Yahweh doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And Yahweh doeth it that men should fear him. All right, so he set all this up in a play to exactly how he wanted to play out, man. It says that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And Yahweh requireth that which is past. All right, so the same thing goes for specifically talking about his own people, man. He requires that which is past. There are consequences that have to be had. He just happened to be using the basis of men, Esau, to do it.
Ezekiel 7:3. It says, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's happening right now, man. You Israelites have committed all these abominations, kingdom after kingdom, captivity after fucking captivity, man. We opened up with what that was, first Maccabees, when y'all made that covenant with the damn devil, and then it came back and did what to him? Bit you in the ass, right? You did it with the Romans, and it came back and did what? Bit you in the ass, right? Every time you make a deal with this damn devil, what happens?
You get bit in the ass.
All right, let's fast forward to the when they do the colonial period, when they came to North America and when they went to West Africa, what happened? You made a deal with these damn devils, and you ended up on the bottom of some goddamn boats, man. Butt ass naked,
Literally.
pissing, bathing and pissing shit. Okay, here it is, 2021, and you Negroes are committing the same fucking mistakes that you have always done. So all we're here to tell you is to keep it on. We just proclaiming what the Lord said, why it's happening to you. Okay, that's all. That's all we doing. All right. Hold on. I was still a little bit more. So it says, verse 4, and mine eye shall not spare thee. So the Lord is not looking down, especially when this shit really hit the fan and that juice, them effects from that juice start kicking in on y'all, and the death toll skyrocket. Hey, the Lord is letting you know He's not gonna have no pity on you. So y'all go hoop and holler, scream, dance, cry, weep and sob all you want to. Your ass is gonna continue to drop dead. All right. Thus saith the Bible. So it says, mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee. Look what's happening. Everywhere you go, these abominations is happening to who? Right? It says, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. And that's the whole point why the Lord is doing it. But guess what? Y'all don't see it yet. Y'all don't, at this point right now, y'all don't believe it. At this point right now, y'all believe that the so-called white man has really came up with a successful plan for y'all to put y'all lives back on course, man. Back on a healthy course. You know, that's what y'all mind says there right now. Okay? But according to the Bible, you're making the same mistake that your ass have been doing over and over again. That's why you always at the fucking bottom, man. All right? You got it, right?
It's Proverbs 1:24. It says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Right? Because instead of taking the Lord saying you trusted in Esau's hand, man. You trusted in Esau's power, man. All his sciences and all his bullshit that he comes up with, which ain't nothing but deceit.
Ezekiel 30, 18. It says, speaking of a miracle, all right, but it says, to happen also the day shall be darkened when I shall break there the yokes of Egypt, and the pomp of her strength shall cease in her. And that is the reason why y'all got so much fucking trust in her. So in order for the Lord to open y'all eyes up, what he's gonna do? He's gonna destroy this bitch. And then you're gonna realize when this bitch is tumbling down, that wow, Esau can't save us. The prophet was right the whole time. That's when y'all trying to come late and it's gonna be trying to get right, man. It's gonna be too fucking late. You gonna be trying to hear that shit out?
Yeah. Fuck no, I ain't.
Straight up.
Get the fuck around me.
Straight up. Hey, my brother gonna be acting handicapped. Like he already was the weird, the walker. He gonna be acting like he deaf, like an old deaf man. How you gonna do it? What? I can't hear nothing.
Looking at the sky.
Like an old deaf man. So it says, okay, here we go. It says, when I shall break there the yokes of Egypt, and the pomp of her strength shall cease in her. As for her, a cloud shall cover her, and her daughters shall go into captivity. Therefore will I execute judgments in Egypt, and they shall know that I am Yahweh, which goes back to the phrase that I read previously. Man. All this is going to show you naysayers, man, mainly you Israelites, not to play with the Lord, that the Lord is not to be played with, neither are his men. Okay?
It's Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by decree of the watches, and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whosoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. Right? So this law of the Lord.
The worst of the heathen. Huh?
Yeah, the worst of the
That's
heathen,
what the Bible calls it, man.
the worst of the heathen, man. The Lord set this man up to so you would think that he had that power like that, so he could destroy him, man. Right? The thing that's in like Romans the 9th chapter, for this very purpose. Matter of fact, I just get it. I raised up Pharaoh. God. Right? It's Romans 9:17. Right? It says, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up." Talking about that new Egyptian, man, the new Pharaoh, talking about Esau, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Right? The Lord just want to make an example of you, man.
This, Hosea 1, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, Ye are not my people." Right? That's why y'all don't believe it. Because through the so-called white man, it was said to you, what? You are not the Lord's people. You ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas, a bunch of black Africans coming from the jungles of the Congos. Well,
Looking off trees and shit, man.
you know, we were riding on camels, we were riding on horses, we were doing all type of stunt. I'm talking about rock, the best of the horses. We used to have them big ass Sudanese, they call them bitches Sudanese, is it Sudanese stallions? It's Sudanese something, but it's at the time Sudan produced it was big giant motherfucking horses and stuff like that. So we rode the best horses, we rode the best camels, we had the best gold. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. But that's what they tell you. You're not the Lord's people. You're nothing but a bunch of niggers. But the only way you can be something is by what? Taking my juice and becoming a happy, productive American citizen. And you people are comfortable with it, right? And it happened rough. Where it happened at? Right here in America. So it says, in the place that it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Is that not what the apostles of Great Millstone, including their teachers, beginning with Abba Bibbins, all the way to 2021, to their students, to their fruit, what I want to say, all the way to 2021. Are they not telling you the same thing? That we are the Israelites that the Bible speak of, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Where did that start to be back preached at? In the same place it was told that you wasn't the Israelite. Okay? I can be like one more. See if I think the brother got one too. And then we'll take it off.
It's Romans 8. Wow. Romans 8:16. Back in what you said, it says, "The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh." Right, so it's obvious, man. Just like it's obvious who the man of sin is. It's obvious who the true children of the Lord is, man. And it says, "And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together." Right, so the elect are going to be the only ones to do that, man. 2/3 of our people ain't going to do that. They don't want to have to deal with them suffering. They'd rather live good right now, be complacent right now.
Give me the juice, man.
So I can go back to work.
Right. I'm trying to get this raised. Give me that juice.
So we try to be joint heirs, man. So with that, hope there's an edifying lesson. So I ended by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful and faithful elect across the four corners, living and preaching the truth to the best of their ability and sincerity. Shalom, Abba Ba, and Kwame Yashala.